Okay, so in the previous class we have studied about the branding, and next we have to study is about the functions of branding. So we studied what are the good qualities of a good brand, and the next one we have to study is about the functions of branding. So the first function is that creating product differentiation. Okay, so the main function of branding is that it will help us to identify the product, isn't it? So there is like if Adidas product is there, or Puma's product is there, or Reebok product is there. So these three products are there, so you can easily identify it. All are means like a shoe is there. All the three are shoes. You know, if you take a like basketball shoe is there, so all three are of basketball shoes, but there will be some differentiation will be there. So looking at the brand, we can understand it which one is there. Or mobile phone, if you consider like there are three mobile phones are there of same category, like same like 15,000 or 20,000 rupees. Okay, so that will be one is of MI will be there, one is Oppo, one is Vivo, one is Samsung. All the three or four companies or five companies are there. All of them are having almost like 20,000, 21,000 range of phones are there. But you will be able to identify the phone which is there of this particular company by looking at the brand, isn't it? So that is the first feature of this one, product differentiation. Then easy advertising. So once if a brand value is created, isn't it? See like a MI or Apple or Dell. Okay, so this brand already people are familiar with this brand. And if that particular brand is like if a Tata company is there, and Tata is already famous, isn't it? So we know that everyone in India, if in India I don't think that even a single person will be there who do not know about Tata company, isn't it? So everybody know, at least they know that it is there, like it is trucks are there, okay, or that vehicles are there. So many products they are having. So, and if they bring a new product, if they want to advertise, then it is very easy for them, because they just have to give advertisement for the already established brand. Okay, or a seller wants to inform anything that it is belonging to Tata, then people will have a feeling of trust on that product, isn't it? So that we know that like if you take any product, if you see like go to market, then you ask for a product and sometimes they will say that this is manufactured by this particular company, then we feel a trust on that company. So people feel like to purchase it. So that can be easily created. Next one, fixing differential price. Okay, see like Apple mobile phone price is there of around 50,000, 60,000 like that. So you know how, if this is like a Apple symbol is not there on that phone, okay, or it is like that Apple brand value is not there, that phone also will be sold maybe for some 20,000 rupees. Okay, so the value of that phone will not be there. See, like people are ready to purchase this particular brand thinking there is a Apple logo is there, isn't it? Or the main thing that the people are seeing, whether this phone is having some quality or not, that doesn't matter. But there is Apple symbol there, and you can show, this is a Apple mobile phone. So in order to show, that is the main purpose of this one. If the phone is made like if in this phone like you cannot see any sticker and all, or any brand name is not there. Okay, so if Apple is making such a phone, people will not purchase it, isn't it? So this much demand will not be there. People may be purchasing, but that much demand will not be there. Okay, so this one, by creating a brand value, so we know we are ready to spend around 50,000 rupees for a phone. Even if see like this phone is costing around 20,000 rupees, and almost the same features are there, little more advantages there, but you cannot say that like 50,000 rupees that much of quality is there or not, that we don't know, isn't it? Or any means quality is there, I'm not telling that, but the features are almost similar, isn't it? All this is also used for making phone call, that is also used for making phone call, or for mobile recording. But see like the brand value is more important, and because of that they are able to charge this much high price, isn't it? Otherwise people will not purchase it. Then introducing new product. Okay, see like if, as I told you, like Tata company is going to imagine that they are going to produce laptops. Okay, now if they say that Tata laptops are coming, then it is, people will be interested to purchase it, isn't it? So because they know that this Tata is already there, established company, and everybody know about this one. Okay, or like any other well established, like Reliance is bringing this one, so like Jio. Okay, Jio laptops, if it is their new company is coming, people will be interested to purchase because they have a trust in the brand, isn't it? Or Samsung laptops already there. or see like if such kind of any company which is already established, any other particular product is there in the market, because people are very well aware about the brand, and if they bring a new product into the market, then people will be interested to purchase it. So very easy to introduce new product. Then creating product identification. So customers can easily identify the product, that we have already seen about this one. So that is another feature of this one. People can easily identify looking at the brand, isn't it? So you can see, look at the brand, like the name written there, or the sticker used there, or the trademark is there. People are very much aware about this one, and when they see the product itself, they can identify that this is a particular this brand product or not, isn't it? And if also the genuinity of the product also, if this product is written like Adidas is there, or if Adidas is written, then it is people know that this is the not the spelling, it is a duplicate product, isn't it? People can easily identify it. Then enhancing customer confidence. So customers will be feeling confidence in purchasing this branded product, isn't it? So like if already a brand name is there and this brand is printed on the product, people will have more confidence in purchasing. And even after using, like see some like a Louis Philippe or Peter England, like their shirt, and they are having their symbols will be stickered on this one, on the shirt, or that emblem will be there. Okay, so if a branded symbol is there on this one, so when you are using it, you wear it, then you feel a little confidence in that, isn't it? So I am wearing Louis Philippe shirt or a Louis Philippe coat. Okay, so Louis Philippe coat is costing around 5,000 rupees or more than that. But people are ready to use it or purchase it and wear it, because they feel like a little confidence, and they are ready to spend this much amount of money because they have a trust in the company. Okay, they have a confidence in the company. The next one, satisfying a status symbol need. So this, like as I told you, this product is used not as like it is not as a jacket, like it is not used. It is like a status symbol. As I told you, like Louis Philippe jacket if I am using, or Peter England shirt if I am using. So it is not just as a shirt I am using, but it is as a status symbol. I am belonging to a high class family, or I am belonging to a very reputed family. I am very rich, in order to show that people are using this one. Isn't it? If you are wearing a normal shirt, if you purchase a shirt by paying 5,000 rupees and there is no symbol there, nothing is there, then if you say that I have purchased it for 5,000 rupees, people will say you are a fool. Isn't it? Why did you spend this much money for this shirt? Actually, quality will be there, okay, but nobody will accept that there is a particular quality. But if there is a brand symbol there, isn't it? If there is like a Adidas, Puma, or such type of a symbol there, then people will trust it. Isn't it? So you purchase a shoe costing 5,000 rupees, and there is no symbol there, nothing there, a new brand name is there, and if it is like very good quality is there, but people will not be accepting that you have paid 5,000 rupees for this. But if Adidas symbol is there, then okay, isn't it? So if that is genuine or not, that doesn't matter. But people, when they see the product itself, they see the symbol there, then they are very much happy. They say, Adidas product, it will cost 5,000 anyhow, isn't it? So that status symbol need can be satisfied. Okay, so these are the functions of branding. The next topic that we have to study is about labeling. Okay, labeling refers to the process of preparing a label. A label is a slip which is found on the product itself or on the package, providing all its information regarding the product and its producer. This can either be in the form of a cover or a seal. For example, the name of medicine on its bottle along with the manufacturer's name, the formula used for making the medicine, date of manufacturing, expiry date, all these things. So the label means any product when you purchase, you will get a label there. So as I shown you, one bottle was there with me. So this is like a Sprite. Okay, so it is written there, this Sprite is written, and this sticker pasted there, this full sticker, this is the label. Okay, so you can just see this bottle shape. Okay, this itself is a brand. Okay, so this is the packaging, we will have to study about that. Then this itself, so like only Sprite company can manufacture this type of bottle. Okay, this green color, this shape and this design. Okay, other companies, this already registered, this companies, this model. Okay, so you know, so like all the Sprite is coming in this color, isn't it? Mirinda is coming in a orangish color, isn't it? Or a white bottle and orange. Pepsi is coming with a transparent. Pepsi and Coca-Cola is white color, but the Pepsi's bottle is almost similar to this shape, and Coca-Cola's bottle is similar to this shape, like a oval shape it is there. Pepsi is little more flat. Okay, so all the companies' products have a different identifications are there, and on that there will be a sticker pasted there. Okay, so this is called as the label. On this product, all the informations are there. So you can see here all this what are the ingredients used there, where it is manufactured, when it is manufactured, and address of the companies, or if any contact number. There is a green symbol used there. Okay, it shows that it is a vegetable. It is not any non-vegetarian product are not included in this one. If it is there, non-vegetarian is there, and then it will show red color. Okay, so like that there are so many informations are provided in this one. And the name, this is a product of Coca-Cola company, so that is also written there. Coca-Cola is already a brand, and you can see there is a R mark here. Okay, there is a R is written there, isn't it? So this R is the registered, this Sprite. So like the way this much of Sprite is written, this is the brand fully. Okay, this entire thing is called as the brand. Okay, brand logo. This is called as the brand logo, and this thing is there like the name Sprite. That is the brand name. Okay, and full of this one, that design, this color of this one, and all the symbol, everything together, this writing style, everything together, it is called as a brand. Understood? And this brand is also there, and this sticker pasted on this one is called as the label. Okay, so this is called the label, and different type of labels are there, different kinds of labels are there. First one is called as the brand label. So this type of label is called as the brand label. Such a label which has only the brand name of the product is known as a brand label. This is no other information of the product on the label except it's the brand name. So see, like imagine that this label contains all the things, not only the brand label. So this only this sticker is there, only the brand name is there on this one. It shows that that is called as the brand sticker, brand label. Okay, like Adidas is there, or Puma is there, or Louis Philippe, or like that on the shirt and all they are pasting. Only that sticker is there. Or Apple mobile phone, on that Apple symbol is there. Only that is there. You know. So there are no any other explanation. There are no any other details there. Only the sticker, only the name of that brand. So that is called a brand label. Only one symbol will be there. Like your on your shirt or your this one, that this one is pasted. The school emblem logo is there. So we can say that that is it is also kind of a branding. You know. So that brand is there on your tie. LFS it is written. That is also a branding. Okay, type of brand. Okay. So this is a brand label. So that sticker is pasted there. Okay. Then a grade label. Grade label highlights the quality or grade of the product. For example, J Engineering Works Limited, Kolkata manufacturing fans under the brand name Usha, which are various types on the basis of quality. On this very basis, they have the label like a Deluxe, Prima, Continental. Such a type of a label is known as a grade label. See, like if you purchase like an Alto car is there, you know, so car Alto, in that you might have seen like LXI, VXI, ZXI, like that this one will be there. Okay, so that is called a different grading. Okay, so or if different companies are having like that grading, it means LX is the starting one, I think. So LX means that it is the base model. No any other extra features are not there. LXI means a little more advanced one. VXI means a little more advanced one, and ZXI is the full version like that. So there are for this one I don't know. Maruti cars normally use this type of brand this grading. Okay, or like
800 AC.
800 is the name. 800 AC and non-AC like that it is there. So that also different branding or is there. So grades are there. Or you might have seen like this tea powder, na? So there is like a Brook Bond one company is there. So Brook Bond red label, green label, like that different labels are used. Okay, so that will be showing the different quality. Okay, so I think red label is the topmost one, you know. So red label is the highest quality. Yellow label is there, that is the average quality, and the green label is little lower quality. Such a way it is there, not lower quality, but in comparison it is coming as like that. Then descriptive label. Descriptive label provides complete information regarding the product, such as ingredients of the product. So here this one can be called as a descriptive label. So here you can see in this label all the details are written. Okay, or you can see like if you take any like electronics product, or the cover of that, there are all the descriptions written there. Or if you take a medicine, on the medicine that if either there is a cartoon box is there, outside that a bottle will be there inside, and outer side there is a like a cardboard box will be there. In that all the details will be written, what are the ingredients used there. Or like a Maggi or this type of products are there, biscuits are there. In that all outer cover, all the ingredients names, all the details are. So if a detailed explanation is given, that is called as a descriptive label. Okay, so there are 3 types of labels like that. Then next is labeling compulsory. So generally the product is at liberty to use a label or not, and to choose kind of label. But it has been made compulsory by the government to use a label for some products. Besides this, the description of label has also been fixed. For example, it is mandatory to use the label along with its stipulated information on medicines and processed food. Similarly, the products which are injurious to health must carry the statutory warning regarding its use, such as packets of cigarette and pan masala have always the inscription injurious to health. So is labeling compulsory? If you ask a question like that, it is not compulsory at all. Okay, it depends on the companies to make a decision. But there are like some for particular products, some kind of products are there. Government has made it very much compulsory, especially on medicine. Okay, so when you purchase a medicine, all the details about the medicine, all the ingredients used there, for what it is used, all this detail has to be specified on the medicine. So that is a compulsory. So for that particular companies, they have to use the label compulsory. And if any kind of products like pan masala or cigarettes and so on, you might have seen on the bottle, or that packet is there, and they like one cancer person's like here and all is torn, like that one picture is shown, and on that written there injurious to health. So statutory warning is here, and they will say like smoking causes cancer and smoking kills, like that it is written. Or chewing pan masala causes cancer. If you take alcohols and all, then in that also it is written that drinking alcohol can bring cancer or death, so, or painful death, like that it is written. So some type of inscriptions are written there. So those type of things are compulsory. Okay, or if any of this type of any type of products are there, and if any harmful objects are there inside that. Sometimes like if you purchase like this pesticides and all, on that one yellow triangle or like a diamond shape it is there, and on that it is written poison, it is written. So those type of stickers are very much compulsory. This should be there. Okay, see, like when you are purchasing that mosquito coil, on that mosquito coil also it is there. It includes poison, so that is why. And there are some products which are supposed to be do not be used by children less than 3 years of age. So then they will mention it. So those type of information has to be there, and it is compulsory to use this type of information. So in the label it is there. But for other product it is not compulsory that the label should be there. But people or companies, they use label because it will give more advertisement for their product. Okay. Next we have to study is about the functions of labeling. The various functions performed by labeling has describe the product, specify its contents. First of all, it will just by looking at the label we can understand what is the quality of the product or what are the ingredients of the product. All these type of details can be easily understood. Okay, so it will give a description about the product. That is the first function of this one. Identification of a product or a brand. See, as I told you, like if you look at this one, even if this sticker is not there, if I remove this sticker and if I keep this bottle, just by looking at the color and the shape of this bottle, you can understand that this is this is of a Sprite. Okay, and of any like such kind of any bottle is there. So if you see like they have made it in such a way that people will be able to easily identify. And if there is a sticker there, that is by the sticker we can easily identify the product. Like a Lays and all are there, chips, Uncle Chips, Lays, all these type of things. On that also the cover, all these products are of almost similar shape, but the label or the color that they are used is different. Okay. Then grading of the product. So by using the color, as I told you, like a green label, red label, yellow label, like that, by using different colors they can grade. Grading is very much possible. So you can see, or see like some products they use like ABC, like or first quality, second quality, third quality, like that, 1, 2, 3 numbering, or different methods they are using. So by using, especially that they are using different colors for understanding of different and also like different flavors are there. It's like a mango flavor, any fruits, fruit jam or things like that. Mango flavor is there, then they use yellow color. Apple flavor is there, then you use red color. Orange flavor means orange color. So like that they use different identification. Grading is possible in that way. Then helps in promotion of the product. It is easy that if already label is there, by label itself is an advertisement, isn't it? So people will be able to identify the product easily. And looking at the, as I told you, like a chips and all is you can never see a chips with like a black color or a dark blue color or something like that. Okay, so very dark colors are not used. Very attractive colors are used, and especially the children will get attracted towards it. So from far away place itself, people, if you are going in car and if you are stopping somewhere for just maybe like drinking water, and nearby that there is a shop, if my son is there in my car, if I am going somewhere, and if I am sitting inside the car and inside their shop there something is kept there, he will say that that chips are there, you purchase and come. So color is made in such a way that people can easily identify from far away place also. If it is a black color or white color or something dull color like that, then people will not identify it. Especially this one is there. Attractive colors are used. Red color, yellow color, all these type of colors. These colors are, especially children are attracted towards that. And these type of products are purchased by. Kinder Joy one product is there, isn't it? So it is a color and a shape. Inside nothing or much usefulness is not there. Some 40-45 rupees is there. But children are so much attracted towards it, isn't it? So looking at the color of this one and the shape and things, and inside that there are some toys given. They don't want to eat the thing inside. They want to have the toys there, isn't it? So they are interested to purchase. And if they see the thing, and normally the shopkeepers will display it in the front side itself. And whenever we go for purchasing in nearby any bakery, if you are going and stopping there, then they will say that Kinder Joy is there, purchase that, isn't it? Or Dairy Milk is there. And Dairy Milk also they display it in a box, and in front itself they will be displaying. So children will get attracted towards these things. So that for that purpose they are using it. It is a kind of a promotion. And providing information required by the law. So as I told you, like some statutory warnings are there, or some information regarding the. So as per the law, they are supposed to give some information. Whenever we are using some products, in that all this information has to be displayed there. What are the ingredients used there, or such type of information has to be specified there on the product. So that for that purpose also, this can be used. Okay. Then next we have to study is about packaging. Okay, another feature of product. It is like a packaging. The container in which the product is kept is known as a package. Packaging refers to the group of those activities which is related with the designing and production of a container in which the products are packed. Under this process, containers are designed so that the consumer does not face any difficulty while using it. For example, the design of a pack of HIT liquid is such that the liquid comes out by pressing its knob. It had not been packed like this, there would have been lesser utility of this product. So like packaging is the way in which the products, as I told you, like this bottle is made. So that bottle is made in such a way that you can open it and drink it. And if like a juice, like some juices and all are coming, like like cardboard box and one straw is there. So you can purchase it like 10 rupees one or 20 rupees one juice you will get. You can put one straw, drink it and throw it. So it is very much easy. Or another like Sprite also, one can is coming. That one opener is there. You with the hand itself you can open, drink it and throw the bottle. Okay. And like some perfumes and all are coming. Like a button is there on the top. You press on that and then it will come out. If it is like this one bottle, if you are giving spray, and if you have to open it and put it in your hand and apply, then it would have been very much difficult. So this one you take and press it and spray it, very much easy. Or hand wash. Hand wash also is there. One knob is there on the top. You just press it and it will come on your hand. So such a way the products, the packaging has been made very much easier. Okay. So there are some functions of packaging. There are different activities or functions are there. So first one is called the product identification. As I told you, if you look at this bottle, even if the this sticker is not there, then also you can easily identify that this is belonging to Sprite. Okay, if this sticker is not there or anything is not written about any company name, is nothing is written, but just by looking at the cover you can understand that this shape of the bottle. If you take a Pepsi bottle or if you take a Coca-Cola bottle or Sprite, any type of things, you can easily identify that which company it belongs to, even if there is no sticker, isn't it? So looking at the shape of this one, so that is one thing. Even if it is like if a blind person is there, so he can also by touching on this product, he will be able to identify, isn't it? If a person just by looking at the color, just by looking at the design of the product, if other people also will be able to identify. Even if a blind person is there, he will be just by touching the shape, he will be able to identify it, isn't it? So that is there. Next one is about the product protection. Okay, so this product is there, manufactured and transported and brought and kept in the storage. So it has to be kept for a long time, isn't it? So till that time, until the product is manufactured, till the product is received by the customer, till that time this product has to be stored. Okay, transported, and various activities are there. So while transportation and while storing, the product should not get any harm or any type of problem should not be there. So for that, they should protection of the product is the another function of the packaging. Then next one, convenience. As I told you, this one, taking a shampoo or taking a hand wash, just by pressing on that, it will become very much easier. We were a toothpaste is there, just press on that and it will come on to this one. If toothpaste is coming just like a jam bottle and you have to put a spoon and apply there, then it is not a convenient option, isn't it? So you have to open it and take the spoon and take it on, keep it, apply it on the brush and brush it. Then it will not be so much easy. Okay, so such type of way, the people, they make it in the way that how it is easier for the people to use, isn't it? So such a way they make it a packaging. Okay, even like a biscuits and all are coming. See, like a family pack biscuit is there, but inside that they make it like big packet is there, but it is divided into small pieces, like, isn't it? So some 10 biscuits made it into one small piece and packed it like that. Big cover will be there. Inside that there are small like 10, 20 biscuits are there, one packet, like that, different small, like 4 different pieces will be there. So once you open it, you take out one piece and one time you can have it, next piece you can take it and next time you can have it. So such a way, everything they see that what is the convenience of the people, users, isn't it? So such a way they make the product and it will make it into that much easier way. Or like this hand wash and all, and this sanitizers, you know. So sanitizer in the beginning it was coming in like these bottles, you know. So this was there and you have to apply it and use it. But now the sanitizers are coming with a spray bottle like, you know. So on the top there is a button and just you can spray it and apply it on your hand very easily, very comfortable, you know. No need of opening and apply. Sometimes when you take, see, like this jelly type hand wash was coming earlier. So once if you are trying to put it, it will not come. Then after that you have to shake it and put it, then all thing will come out. So such a problems were there. But now this becomes very much easy, just by pressing it will come out and you can, only little bit will come and it will be there. So such a way this it can be there, convenience. And another one is the product promotion. In order to increase the promotion of the product also. So by looking at the product or looking at the color, people will get attracted towards the product and they will purchase more. Okay, and people can also easily identify the product. So for that also it is more convenient for promotion. Then next we have to study is about the levels of packaging. So this is an important topic. Levels are there. 3 levels of packagings are there. So like when you see a product, especially like imagine that if you take a toothpaste, a Colgate like that. So you get there are like a primary packaging is there. So you know, see, like you get that tube, na? So that paste is there inside the tube. So that is called as the primary package. It refers to the container which is very close to the product. In some cases it is kept throughout the entire life of a product, such as shaving cream tube, matchbox, etc. In the other cases it is kept till the consumer is ready to use the product, such as plastic cover of Britannia cake. So like a toothpaste like thing is there. So this is the container in which the product is primarily packed, the first package. It's directly connected with the product. Do you understand? And this most of these products are there. We will use it until the product get over. You know, like if you take like some coffee powder or something, it will be there in a glass box or bottle, and you use it until the last drop is over also. You know, or toothpaste is there, you press it, and when it is still over, we will be using it. You know, so or at least when we are ready to eat, like biscuit package and all, you open it and just before eating, until that time you keep it in the packet only. You know, so you purchase it and keep it at home for maybe in the future. So, but when you are about to use, at that time only you will be opening the box. So that is called as the primary package. Okay. The next one, secondary package. It refers to that container in which extra care of the product till the product comes into use, such as a cardboard box of a shaving cream tube. When a consumer starts using the cream, he will dispose of the box. Like this toothpaste is coming in a outer cardboard box is there, you know. So we purchase this one and we keep it at home, and we take out from the cardboard box. The tube will be taken out when we are ready to use it, you know. So that is called a secondary product. So this it is for the protection purpose. They have kept it inside that cover, and when we start using the product, we remove it from the cover. So that is called the second layer of that. And next one is called a transportation package. See, like one toothpaste is there. So one toothpaste, if you are transporting from here to Lucknow or somewhere like that, or from Lucknow the product is coming, and if one box is there, then if you have to remove it from their box, it is very much difficult. So what they do is that they make a big cartoon box, and inside that they will keep some 100 toothpaste or 200 toothpaste like that. So big package will be there. So and it will be bundled, and for transportation purpose they use it. And mostly this will be collected by the wholesaler, and wholesaler will break it and distribute in small pieces. You know, or if a wholesaler itself to the retailer also, sometimes if one retailer is purchasing some one entire packet together, some 100 boxes are there together, if they purchase, then for that transportation purpose they use it. It refers to that package. It is necessary to use for transportation, identification and storage. For example, a big cardboard box which contains say 100 units of shaving cream tubes. So big package, cardboard box. You know, do you understand? The primary package means that the first cover or the tube that we are container of the product which is there, and the secondary package means the outer cover of that. So that we will be start using when we purchase the product or when we start using it. Okay, so the primary container will be there until the end of the product most probably. Okay, and transportation packet means that for packing 20 packets or 10 packets or 100 packets together for the purpose of transportation and storing, this is used. Okay, so this is about the packaging. Next mix. So all these things we have studied about a product mix. Okay, different qualities of product is there. Next we have to study is about the price mix. Price mix refers to all those decisions which are concerned with the price fixation of any product or service. Under price mix, besides fixing the price of the product or services, decisions regarding credit, sale, discount, etc. are also included. Price mix includes following decisions like determining of a price of the product or service, determining the trade and cash discount, credit policy, and the period of credit and procedure to be adopted in case non-payment of credit, etc. Okay, so see, like if this for pricing of the price of the product, and all the decisions related to the price of the product is coming in the category of price mix. So like a price of the what should be the price of the product, and whether there should be like a trade discount or the cash discount is to be provided or not, there should be credit policy or not, and if credit policy is there, then if we are giving credit, how much time we will be giving credit, and even if the credit customer if have not taken the credit, it's like they have taken the credit and gone, and if they have not paid the money, then what action can be taken? All these type of decisions related, every decisions related to the price of the product is coming in the category of price mix. Okay, so the price of the goods and services are expressed in monetary terms. Price may be called various names, like different names are used for the price. Like price for transportation is known as fare, price for education is known as a tuition fee, price for apartment is known as rent, price for executive job is called as a salary, and price for labor is known as wages. So all these type of things are coming in the category of price, but they are known in different names. Okay. So next we have to study is about the factors determining fixation of price. What are the different factors determining the fixation of price, or how we can make a decision regarding the fixation of price? First one is related to the cost of the production. Cost of production is the main component of price. No company can sell its product or service at a less than the cost of production. Thus, before price fixation, it is necessary to compile data relating to the cost of production, and keep in mind there are two type of cost: fixed cost and variable cost. At least the price should be available to recover the variable cost, and as the fixed cost are incurred whether the production take place or not. So the cost of production is a main important factor. Like imagine that for producing one product, how much money we have to spend for making this product. So that is the main consideration. Like imagine that if we are spending 70 rupees for manufacturing one product, we should sell this product at least for 80 rupees. Isn't it? So some product, some profit should be there. So how much is the cost of production? That is the main important thing. And cost we have in this one, we have studied about two types of cost, isn't it? Fixed cost and variable cost, two are there. And at least the variable cost means the cost we are spending for raw materials and labor cost, all these type of things. At least we should be able to cover the variable cost. If fixed cost means the room rent and all other type of things. Even if production is not done, that cost will be there. But at least we should be able to cover the variable cost. And if we are unable to cover the variable cost, then better not to produce or better not to sell the product, isn't it? Then next one, demand for the product. Intensive study of demand for the product and services in the market can be undertaken before the price fixation. So depending on the demand of the product, we have to decide whether to sell the product at what price. The next one is a price of competing firms. Other companies are selling at what price? So we are selling Sprite. If this Sprite bottle is there, Pepsi company is selling for 40 rupees and we are selling it for 50 rupees, nobody will purchase the product. So we should also sell it in the same price of the other company's product. Then purchasing power of the customers. So it depends on the type of people, those who are there. Imagine that if in Haria, if you are starting an Apple showroom or BMW showroom, will there be any demand? People will come and see and say that very nice product is there, you keep it with you. They don't have money to purchase it. So we should make the product in such a way that we have to understand whether the people are having the money to purchase or not. Okay, so based on that we have to keep the price of the product. Then government regulations. So for some type of product, government will be fixing some regulations that you have to sell this product only on this price. Okay, there will be like price ceiling, price floor, and we have studied. So there are some restrictions by the government. Then objective, usually the time of price fixation, certain amount of profit. So what is the expectation of the product? A company will be expecting that this much profit will stay. So like if 10 rupees profit is expected, if we are producing the product for 90 rupees, then we have to fix the price as 100. And marketing method used. So what sort of marketing methods that we are using? Okay, see like if we are using very long procedures, long method of marketing strategies used, then we need to use the sell the product in a high price, means so much expenditure will be there. And if we are using very interesting, like a very attractive method of this one is used, then we can use a very high price. Otherwise, we have to use low price. So depending on the type of marketing method, we have to set the price. Okay. Okay. Then thank you so much.